Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Om Jnani Namapi Chetamsi Devi Bhagavati Hisam Baladakrisya Mohaya Mahamaya Prayachati Durge Smrta Harasi Bhitim Ashesha Jantoho Swastaihi Smrta Matimativa Shubham Dadasi Daridrya Dukkha Bhayaharini Kadvadanya Sarvopakara Karanaya Sadardra Chittam Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Triambake Devi Narayani Namostute Sharanagata Dinartha Paritrana Parayane Sarvasyarti Hare Devi Narayani Namostute सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्ति समन्विते भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टा पृष्टा तु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान् त्वामाश्रितानां न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिताख्याश्रयतां प्रयान्ति सर्वबाधाप्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरि एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्. ओम श्री दुर्गा देव्यै नमः. ओम श्री शैलपुत्र्यै नमः. Hari Om. Welcome to everybody on this auspicious day of Navaratri, the beginning of the first of the 9 days, the day for Shailaputri, and Durga Devi is being worshipped on these 3 days the world over. Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati, 3 days each. So we, the earlier 2 years on Chinmaya Surya channel, we have seen Durga Saptashati in English and then Durga Saptashati in Tamil. So this time, it is not because I know or I learned or something. It is just out of my love for Durga and love for these Ashtottras which we chant for Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati. I am making an effort to speak on the names of Durga which we chant in the Ashtottara. I seek the divine guidance and grace of that Holy Mother to enable me to tell her divine names, the meanings of her names. She has to give me this, give me the clarity, the knowledge, and the ability to speak on her names. It is all because of her. Smared Charana Ambika Charana Yugalam. So remembering Bhagavati Devi, I begin this. So Durga Ashtottara Shata Namavali. Ashtottara means after 8, after 100. So 108 names of Devi Durga. Nama Avali, like we have Deepa Avali, a row of lamps. Swara Avali, Sari Gama Padanisa, Sani Dapa Magarisa, line of swaras. It's called Swaravali. Deepavali is line of lamps. It's called Deepavali. Namavali is a line of namas. Here the namas are, we are able to count it as 108 namas. The first one, we will see 36 namas today, the 36 in tomorrow's session, and 36 day after tomorrow, that makes it 108. In the same way, we will be seeing 36, 36, 36 for Lakshmi ji, And then Saraswati ji, the same manner. Om Shriyai Namaha. Om Shriyai Namaha. Shriyai. Shri means it's a mark of respect. It's a like how we use sir, Mr. and we use the word Shri and for men and Shrimati for women. It is a word that denotes respect. It is a word that denotes Mahalakshmi. It is also a word that denotes Vidya. Brahma Vidya is also called Shri. Shri is Brahman, that Sakshat Brahma Swarupini, Ambika, goddess, is called Shri. And so Shriyai Namaha. To everything, all of these Namavalis will be in the Chaturthi Vibhakti. That means in the fourth case. To that Shri, I offer my salutations. Om Shriyai Namaha. I offer my salutations to that most noble, respectful, and venerable mother who is nothing other than Sakshat Brahma Vidya, the knowledge of the Brahman, the knowledge of the truth, the knowledge of who I am. Devi is Bhukti Muktidayini, Bhoga Mokshadayini. If we have desires in this world, I want a car, I want a beautiful house, I want to have a family of my own, I want to have lovely children, I want to have a lot of money, I want to have energy, strength, I want to become slim, trim, fit, and healthy. Devi will give that also. She will give that very, very fast. Unlike father, she is the mother. So whatever we pray for, we have to be very careful when we pray for Devi. Sometimes, if our good actions, the results of our good actions are large in number, Devi may not give what we really want, what we ask for, because it may not be helpful to us. But if everything is favorable, the condition is favorable, the situation is favorable, and then we can get it, and we really need something, Devi gives it immediately. Like in a house, when the child wants something, they run to the mother first. Even if they want to ask the father, they go to the mother first. In Dikshadhar Kriti, about Subramanya Swami, very beautifully he would have written, Bhoga Mokshada Nena Nityena Bhoga Moksha. That is what Devi does to us. She gives us our bhoga. She gives experiences to us. Experience of joy, experience of happiness, experience of bliss, experience of blister. Everything is given by Devi. Why blisterful experiences are given? So that we choose the experience of bliss. It is what we choose. And Devi gives anything that we choose. Shriyai Namaha. She is the one who gives Shri, wealth in this world. She also gives Shri, that knowledge which grants us moksha. Shriyai Namaha. The next name is Umayai Namaha. Umayai Namaha. Uma. Uma means don't, my dear. That is what Uma means. Parvati, when she is a very young girl, when she is a very small girl, she tells her mother, Himavan's wife, she says, I am going to do tapasya. And Himavan's wife, she says, you're a small girl. I want to do tapasya towards Lord Shiva. I want to win the hand of Lord Shiva, for which I am going to do tapasya. And so she says, oh ma, don't go, please don't go. This is not the age for that. Umayai Namaha. Uma is one who is very determined in doing what she wants, in achieving the goal that she wants, despite whatever may be the condition, whatever may be the difficulty, whatever may be the age, it doesn't matter. I will go towards what I really choose to do in life. That kind of a fortitude, that kind of a clarity when we chant this name, every name of Devi that we chant gives us some benefit in our life. Though we don't really chant for benefit, we chant for love. We chant for the sake of love. But even if we chant for love, the benefit comes along. So Umayai Namaha. When I chant this name, I get that power of conviction. I get that power of following what is good in life, what I choose to do in life, and go in the direction of good. Bharatyai Namaha. Om Bharatyai Namaha. Bharati, the one who is attracted towards light, the one who is very well present, completely present in that light of consciousness. And where does that light of consciousness express itself? Maximum, that light of consciousness expresses itself in our speech. Bharati means also speech, the one who expresses through our speech as a light of consciousness, as a light of knowledge. Whenever we want to test anybody's knowledge, we just have to wait for them to open their mouth and talk. And from the way they talk, we will know how much they know. So Bharati is Devi. Chanting this name of Devi, Om Bharatyai Namaha, will give us that ability and power to speak well, to speak with clarity, to think before we speak, to see to it that we solve our problems through speech and we don't create new problems because of our speech. Om Bharatyai Namaha. The next name, Om Bhadrayai Namaha. Devi is the most auspicious one. A very beautiful mantra in the Veda mantra, Shanti mantra. Om Bhadram Karne Bhishnunuyama Devaha Bhadram Pashyema Akshabiryajatraha Sthirairangaihi Stushtvagam Sastanubhihi. In that mantra, the first two words, Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama. May I listen to that which is auspicious. We like to listen to good news. We like to listen to auspicious news. We like to see that which is auspicious, that which gives us goodness, that which makes us feel good, that which makes us have good experiences in life. And so that is why in this modern day, when they talk about motivation and how to make your life happen or how to create your reality, they say that you have the sankalpa, or you have the thought in your mind that you get what is auspicious, you get to see what is auspicious, you get to hear what is auspicious, you get to smell that is auspicious, you get to taste that which is auspicious, and yet you get to feel and touch that which is auspicious. What is that auspiciousness? Bhadraye Namaha. That Devi herself is auspicious. And who is Devi? Dyotanath iti Devi. Deva, Devi is one who is shining. That light of consciousness which shines is the best qualities in us. What are the best qualities in our intellect? The quality of dharma, the quality of jnana, the quality of aishwarya, and the quality of vairagya. When these qualities are shining in our intellect, that is a form of Devi. She is shining in us, and that is Bhadra. Bhadra means auspicious. When we have these qualities, when we invoke these qualities in us, yat bhavam tad bhavati. Whatever quality I have within me, that is what I experience outside in this world. This whole universe, this whole world, all the objects, people, and circumstances are a mirror of my feelings, are a mirror of my attitudes. When I say mirror, it is not that a water bottle is, I am a water bottle. It's not like that. This water bottle is standing and it is mirroring my attitude of standing. So this whole world mirrors our thoughts, mirrors our feelings, mirrors our emotions, mirrors our attitudes. And so if we constantly worship Devi, if we chant the name of Devi, Bhadraye Namaha, she will help us to mirror auspiciousness around us in our life. She will make our life auspicious. She will make our experiences auspicious. She will turn our own mind into a state of auspiciousness at all times. Sharvanyai Namaha. Sharvanyai Namaha. Sharvani is the wife of Sharva, the wife of Shiva, Lord Shiva. Again, wife is a Dharma Patni. What is the role of a Dharma Patni? What is the role of Shiva in this world? Shiva means Mangala, the one who gives auspiciousness. So she is the one who assists the person, who gives auspiciousness all around, who gives peace all around, who blesses everybody, who is very peaceful himself and blesses everybody. The wife of that person is Devi herself. Vijayayai Namaha. Sorry, I think I'm reading it. Yeah. Vijayayai Namaha. Vijayayai, the one who is a conqueror of this whole world. Whatever we want to do in life, we want victory. When we chant this name of Devi as Vijaya, Om Vijayayai Namaha, I bow down in salutations to that conqueror of all in this universe. When we read the story of Devi Durga Saptashati, Devi Mahatmyam, we see how this Devi very playfully, Yavat Surapanam Pivamyaham Tishta Tishta Mahamudha, she tells Devi is actually laughing with one jug of Surapana in her hand, which is being gifted to her by the Devas. The Devas are gifting her everything. She's having it in her hand. She's looking at all the Asuras, the very gory Asuras, the one who are torturing all the Devas. She's just having her hands in her hip. And then she says, she says, and they all burn away to death. So that is the power of Devi. That is her capacity to conquer. So whenever we have unsurmountable obstacles in our life, when we think we want to crunch something, we want to crack an examination, we want to crunch a problem, or we want to crunch whatever, a code, or anything that we want to do subtly, that we want to conquer it, or even if it is an army, we want to conquer the enemy, then invoke the power of Devi. So many stories are there of all the great warriors in our itihasas and Puranas who have conquered with the help of Devi. Arjuna himself has sung, chanted and invoked Devi before the war. And so all our warriors have done that. Vijayayai Namaha. She is the one who helps us to conquer. She is a conqueror who bestows that power of conquering on all her devotees. Jayayai Namaha. She is a conqueror. Again, Vijaya means special victory over some. There is something like, for example, it is a special condition which the Asuras gave, that no men or no creature on earth, including men, cannot destroy them, cannot vanquish them. And so they bought Devi. She's a woman. He thought that women are not going to be an equal match for him. And so he forgot, he left out women in that list of people who cannot conquer him. And so Devi, as a special case, Devi was invoked and she was able to conquer. So that is Vijaya. Visheshena Jayati. Special victory. Jaya means in our day-to-day activities. If I want to get up in the morning, if I want to wake up by 5 o'clock or 4:30 in the morning, and I want to do my sadhana, I want to do my special works that I have, tasks that I have, and I am not able to conquer my sleep. I am not able to conquer my procrastination. I am not able to conquer my anger. Devi will help me to conquer that because she is Jaya. She is a victorious person and she knows no defeat. There is no time when Devi can be defeated unless she chooses to be defeated for the sake of her devotees. Jaya Yai Namaha. The next word is Van Yai Namaha. Devi is speech. That power with which I am speaking, that power with which you are speaking, that is Vani. Vani is one of the names of Devi. She is the one who is Vani, is that which moves out of the mind into the world of objects, people, and situations, is our speech. And that Vani is Devi. So when we chant this mantra, Om Van Yai Namaha, Om Van Yai Namaha, she will make us very good in speech, just like her. She can speak with humor, she can speak with wit, she can speak, she can express beautifully with anger, she can express beautifully with love, she can express beautifully as poetry, she can express beautifully as prose, she can express beautifully as silence, but that is her speech. There are four parts to speech: para pashyanti, para pashyanti, madhyama, vaikhari. Para is that which is hidden inside us, we cannot really see. It is in a static form, the words and the thoughts that are hidden. Pashyanti is when they raise their head and we are able to see that yes, there is some thought. Madhyama is when it is almost coming out like a murmur in us. That thought is very evident and it is about to express itself. Vaikhari is when it comes out of that mouth as speech. That is Vaikhari. Vanyai Namaha. She is the different forms of speech is this Devi. Sarvagata Yai Namaha. Devi is Sarvagata. Wherever you go, to whatever place you may reach, Devi is already there. Devi means that divine power, that divine energy. She doesn't need to walk anywhere. Sarvagata, it says somebody who can go anywhere. She is very subtle, so there is no place that she cannot reach. She can reach us the deepest crevices of our heart, the deepest crevices of our thoughts in our mind, and she can reach the deepest crevices of this universe. In all the lokas, Devi is present. The power of Devi is present everywhere. Sarvagata, she can travel anywhere, which means she is everywhere. And so, wherever you go, Devi is already there. Sarvagataye Namaha. If we want to really move around the place, if we want to go to some place where we are barred, this is not as a power, because Devi will give us the power, but she will give us the power only to fulfill our wishes. It is not that we will indulge in those powers. But if there is something that you really want to do, somewhere that you really want to go, and it is very essential, and you are not able to go, something is stopping you. Om Sarvagata Yai Namaha. Remember Devi as Sarvagata, and she'll take you there and she'll reach you there to that place. Om Gauryai Namaha. Gauri means the fair one, the white one, like Snow White and the seven dwarfs. So Devi is the white one. She is very fair in her complexion. And fairness here refers to purity. The white is also a color of purity. Devi is one who is capable of making our hearts pure, our intentions pure, our speech pure, our actions pure, and our mind pure. A pure mind is that which can rest easily in the state of meditation. And in that state of meditation, when we recollect the knowledge that we have listened from the gurus, that is what is the way to moksha or liberation. So Devi is that purity of mind, the inner purity and the outer purity, the fairness, the sense of justice. Whatever we need to really get, or whatever anybody needs to achieve in their life, they should have those basic necessities, those basic means. And Devi is the one who can provide them with those basic needs and necessities, removing all obstacles and giving that purity of heart, purity of mind, purity of speech, and purity of actions which can give them that kind of a, what does purity do in our life? What does tidiness do in our life? What does cleanliness do? When it is clean, when it is tidy, when everything is pure, and when everything is spotless, our mind detaches automatically. It gains vairagya. It detaches automatically from outer situation, and the mind has the capacity and the ability to turn within. So that Gauri, she gives purity of mind. Om Varahyai Namaha. Varahi, like Varaha. Varaha means boar. Varahi is the one who has a nose like a boar. So boar or the pig is that form of animal which can dig into the ground. Devi is that one who can bore through the ground. She can bore through our subconscious mind. She can, if we want to live a very divine life, if we choose to live a pure life, if we choose to live a life of liberation, then that Varahi will be able to dig into our subconscious mind and bring out all the karmas that are stored there within without our knowledge. She can expose it and bring it to our awareness so that we can deal with it, or we can go through the suffering that is required, or remove it from our life, then stop all those desires that we have that makes us do more and more of these karmas. That is Varahi. When we worship Varahi, she blesses us by digging out our karmas and then throwing them away. Like how the boar digs into the earth and then pushes out everything. The boar doesn't look up into the sky, it has got no job looking up. It always looks down into the earth. So Devi digs deep into us, deep into our past actions, the result of past actions, and she uproots everything from our life that is not required for us, that is stopping our progress in life. Om Varahyai Namaha. Whenever we are dealing with very, very difficult situations that are caused by our own actions, maybe in the past or maybe in this present lifetime, we don't know when. But if the difficulty is there, it shows that there is some um, hidden karmic results that are stored, which is just manifesting in our life. It can be in the form of disease, it can be in the form of depression, it can be in the form of difficulties in life, monetary difficulties, relationship difficulties. Pray to Devi. There is no other way to come out of any problems in our life other than prayer. So, chanting the name of Varahi, we will be able to come out of all our problems that are very repetitive in their nature. If we don't attend to them, if we don't look at them, if we don't dive deep into them and try to find out why they are happening, what is the reason, what is the contribution that I am making to the problem, then it is never going to end. Varakyai Namaha. Om Kamalapriyayai Namaha. Devi is Kamalapriya. She is one who is beloved to the lotus. She loves the lotus. She loves lotus, means lotus is um, a sign of realization. Lotus marks self-realization. Lotus is that the spindle of nervous energy around many centers in our body is referred to as lotus in our subtle body, in our system. Devi is that Kamalapriya. She is the one who resides in that lotus of the heart. Saraswatyai Namaha. Saraswati is that which flows freely. Saras. Saras means a lake. The lake water which flows freely is called Saraswati. Saraswati is also the goddess of learning. Saraswati is also goddess of speech. Devi is also called Saraswati. Maya Yai Namaha. That power in our life which creates thoughts, which creates feelings, which creates differences, and which shows the whole world to us. The whole universe is the projection of Maya, names and forms. And who is the creator of all that? Devi. If we want to conquer this world of name and forms, we pray to the Devi as Maya. Matangyai Namaha. Matangi Shri Raj Rajeshwari Mahamava Matangi. Matangi is Matanga Rishi's daughter, is also Matangi. Matangi is also the one who walks gracefully like an elephant, is Matangi. Devi is one who is able to carry great loads of energy with grace. So when we want grace in life, we pray to Matangi Devi. She will give us grace in our actions, grace in our movements, grace in our expressions, power in our expressions. Matangi is a very powerful word, powerful meaning, powerful expression. The elephant is a very powerful creature. Yet being very powerful, it is very calm unless it is triggered. The elephant, the graceful walk of the elephant. And like one of my friends was, when I was talking to her about the dogs I met in her house, and I realized about how we should be when we approach dogs so that they don't bark. She said it should be like an elephant. An elephant is not bothered. Dog may bark, but the elephant is not bothered because it is aware of its own power, and so it just keeps walking. Matangi is that one who just keeps walking despite all obstacles, despite all little pinpricks in life. Nothing matters to her because she has the power and grace to overcome all obstacles in her life. Aparayai Namaha. Apara. Para means in the world, what we can see in the world, what we can see, taste, smell, touch, and feel, think, and whatever we experience in this world. Apara is that is beyond our experience. What is beyond our experience? Devi, that light of consciousness in us, that light of consciousness in the form of love, expressing in the form of gratitude, expressing in the form of benign service, help, goodness, is Devi. Aparayai Namaha. This Devi is Aja, the next word. Om Ajayai Namaha. Aja means unborn. Was this consciousness, was this Devi born at some point of time? Will she disappear at some point of time? No, not at all. She is always there. She has ever been there. Ajayai Namaha. She has got no particular birthday. We will say, I am Durga, I am Lakshmi, or I am Shakambari, or I am Saraswati, or I am Shambhavi. And we say, this is my birthday and this is going to be my death day or somebody's death day, we will say. Devi has got neither a birthday nor a death day. She is Ajayai Namaha. So if we want to transcend birth and death, we pray to that Devi who is beyond birth and death, who is immortal. Ajayai Namaha. Shakambaryai Namaha. We want auspiciousness in our life. Auspiciousness not just to think about, not just to feel. We want real auspiciousness. That means we want real goodness. We want goodness to eat. And what is the best thing that we can eat is fresh fruits and vegetables. In the form of fresh fruits and vegetables is Devi alone. If you take the shine of an apple, if you take the juice of the banana, if you take the thickness and the springy, tangy feeling of that orange, everything is only Devi. In so many forms, she's available to us as Shakambari. Shakambari means one who is dressed with vegetables and fruits is Shakambari. Shakambaryai Namaha. So if we want abundance in our fridge, in our refrigerator, in our kitchen cabinet, then we pray to Devi and she will give that abundance, which is very much required in our life. Never even say that it is all about food. It is not that. Without food, I can't sit here and talk, and you can't sit here and listen. There is no devotion, there is no knowledge, there is no action in this world without food, and without healthy food, that too. So Devi is that healthy food. Om Shivayai Namaha. Shiva is one of the names in Durga Saptashati, where one of the forms of Devi who's quelling the asuras. Shiva means the bestower of all auspiciousness in our life. She is that Shiva. Om Chandyai Namaha. Chandi is that Devi, that fierce form of Devi who can quell any obstacle with force. She has that force, she has that power, and she's not afraid to use those powers. She's very well aware of herself, a very powerful woman who's self aware and who is very powerful and is not afraid of. You can see people sometimes, they may be powerful, they may be knowledgeable, but they will not, when they meet a group of people in company, they will not want to express their power. They'll tone down their voice, they tone down their emotions, they will tone down their expressions because they want to be very, they want to create that feel good factor among people. And they will tone it down to such an extent that even when there is adharma, they will tone themselves down. They will not do anything. Devi is not like that. She's very powerful. She's very forceful. In the face of adharma, she is not afraid. She knows no fear. She can hit. She can punch. She can kick. All the Devis that we see, they are very docile in our temples, in those forms. But they're all very powerful goddesses. With their shout, with just their words, they can kill people. With just their thoughts, they can kill people. With just their killing people means killing the evil qualities in people. With their weapons, they can kill. With a mushti prahara, they can kill. With just uttering a word or with just a smile, they can kill armies and armies of people. That is what this whole Durga Saptashati is all about. All the asuras, how they get killed. Kundalyai Namaha. This Devi is that Shakti, this Kundalini Shakti, which is there in the Mooladhara. Mooladhara means the base, the tip of the spine, where the Mooladhara is. There Devi resides. And when we do good actions, when we pray, when we meditate, when we help others, when we are kind, when we are compassionate, when we give ourselves to tapas, when we give ourselves to swadhyaya, when we surrender to Bhagavan, this Devi arises in us as energy. That is that Devi which arises. Vaishnavyai Namaha, the one who is the Vaishnavi Shakti. The power of Vishnu is there in her. Vyapakatvat iti Vishnu. Whenever we say Shiva, Vishnu or Brahma, they're all warriors. They can fight when Shiva and Vishnu, they're great warriors. When required, they will fight. And when required, their feminine powers also can stand up and fight. So Vaishnavyai Namaha, Kriyayai Namaha. Our actions are Devi. So whenever we invoke Devi, before doing any action, when we take up some action, invoking Devi, she will reside in our actions. She will add grace to our actions. She will add clarity to our actions. Then she will bring success to our actions. Kriyayai Namaha. Om Shriyai Namaha. The same name is repeated again. Shriya. Shriya means the one who is very revered, the one who is very respected, the one who bestows wealth, the one who bestows knowledge of reality is Shriyai. Shriyai Namaha. Aindryai Namaha. The power of Indra. Aindri. What is the power of Indra? The power of the hands, the power of the shoulders, the power of the arms. Everything is this Devi. So there is no need to be living a life of fear when we worship Devi. The power is always there inside us as the form of Aindri. Madhumatyai Namaha. Madhumati. One whose mind is filled with honey. Honey is consciousness. That bliss of consciousness is soaked in the mind, is soaked in the intellect of Devi. And she is Madhumati. In her intellect, there is honey. There is sweetness is flowing from her thoughts and her feelings and her emotions. And when we worship her with this word, we can also experience that feelings of beauty, that honeyed sweetness in our life. In whatever we experience in our life, it is like that rasagulla. It is soaked in that honey of Devi Madhumati. Girijayai Namaham. Girija, she is the daughter of the mountain. Daughter of the mountain means when you go to the Himalayas, it is so beautiful. I have taken photographs of that. It is published in a newspaper also. Girija, when you see the women there, they are so powerful. There was a woman in Ukkimat I saw. That is how they carry gas cylinders in our cities. The cylinder guy brings the cylinder and they drop it in our home. We don't even have the strength to remove that and then change the cylinder. When we have to change the cylinder, we will call the uncle next house or brother or husband or somebody whom we think is very powerful. We don't have that capacity to remove that cap and change the cylinder also. But these ladies in the mountains, very beautifully, they will just strap the cylinder to their head. It will be hanging from their shoulders and buckled into their abdomen, and they will be walking up the mountain. I'm asking, why are you carrying the cylinder like this? That there will be nobody else to deliver the cylinders here. We have to carry it ourselves. The woman will carry. Girija is a power of that daughter of the mountain. Very powerful, physically very powerful, emotionally very strong and powerful, mentally very powerful, intellectually very powerful. Girija, like a mountain, unshakable like a mountain. Subhagayai Namaha. Subhaga. Bhaga means auspiciousness, giving a raise in life, making everybody's life raise from their ordinary circumstances. Any woman who is there or any man who is there who worships Devi, in the presence of those people, others' lives will get raised. That is what is the power of Devi. Subhaga. So Shtu Bhaga. She will give all kinds of wealth to us. She will raise us from wherever we are. She will take us to greater and greater heights. Subhaga Yai Namaha. Ambika Yai Namaha. Devi is Ambika. Devi is mother. She may be powerful. She may be fierce. She may be angry. She may be ferocious, but she's a mother. A mother has all these qualities. I still remember when we were all playing as kids, one kid just made a dent in the skin of another person's hand. A little bit blood was coming, and then that girl's mother came running. I will, I will finish you if you do such things anymore. Don't touch my daughter. She warned that girl, and it was so fearful to see that. It was just by mistake they did. But that mother who wants to protect her daughter from all this, that is what she came and said. So Devi is Ambika. Ambika is that loving mother, a protective mother who protects her children, who gives what they really want, who gives what is good for them, who gives sometimes what is not good for them also, just to make them feel, make them understand that what is not good for us in our lives. So Ambikayai Namaha. Om Tarayai Namaha. Tara means star. Devi is that luminous object in the sky, not in the sky, in our life. Devi is that luminous presence who can move us from this samsara. Samsara means this change, this life of change. And what is the change between dukkha, shoka, moha? Dukkha means sorrow, shoka means grief, moha means delusion. We are caught between this all the time. Dukkha, shoka, and moha. Devi is the Tara. She takes us away from this cycle of samsara and takes us to a place where we do not encounter these kind of difficulties in our life at all. Tara Yai Namaha. Padmavatyai Namaha. She is one who is residing in the lotus of our heart. Padmavati. Devi means she resides in our feelings. Whenever we feel sad, whenever we feel dull, whenever we feel remorseful, or whenever we feel loving, whenever we feel joyful, whenever we feel blissful, we are not feeling those emotions. We are feeling the presence of Devi in us. Padmavatyai namaha, Hamsayai namaha. Devi is Hamsa. Hamsa is a bird. You keep in front of that bird one pot of milk. You keep another pot of water. That bird loves milk. It goes and finishes off the milk and then keeps going. It doesn't look into the water at all. In our life also, we have good things, we have not so good things. We experience good things, we experience not so good things also. But we are focused on what is not so good and we worry about it, we fret about it, we get angry about it, we get irritated about it, we complain about it, and we lose our peace and quiet over those things. But Devi is Hamsa. She just shows us there's so many beautiful things in our life. Just go there, take it, experience it, and move on. Devi is Hamsa, meaning experience the truth all the time. In whatever situation we are in, we are always experiencing truth. We are experiencing reality. That is the milk of all experiences, is that truth. Experience that milk of truth, milk of consciousness, milk of reality, and leave alone all the water that is added, all the other dross that is added. Don't go in for that. Don't think about that. Take the essence of everything in our life. That is what Devi tells us. Hamsa yai namaha. Padmanabha Sahodaryai Namaha. She is the sister of Padmanabha. That is how we see how Devi was born as a sister of Bhagwan Shri Krishna, and she saved Shri Krishna. She was born in Nandagopa's house and she was brought to the jail, and Shri Krishna was taken to Nandagopa's house and left there. And how this Devi spoke to Kamsa, and very powerfully when Kamsa was trying to spin her around as a small baby and trying to kill her, she just escaped from his hands. She flew up into the sky and said, the person who has come to kill you, you don't worry, I'm just a girl. And the person who has come to kill you is already born, Kamsa. And she says, you are going to fear him all your life now. She warns him and then she just disappears. Padmanabha Sahodariyai Namaha. She is the sister of Padmanabha. She is the sister of Vishnu, means sisters are always very, very helpful people, especially for their elder brothers. They love to help them a lot. And like that, Devi will help us all in our life, in our pursuits. When we pursue the life of Dharma, when we pursue Jnana, when we pursue Vairagya, and when we pursue Aishwarya, Devi will be there to help us like our sister. Aparnayai Namaha. Devi is the power of fasting, the power of conviction. If I say I don't want to eat something, I'm not going to eat something, even if it is something that is dried leaves, I will not touch them. That is what this word aparna means. One who is without parna. Parna means leaves. When she's fasting, her mother is saying, please take at least these leaves. I want to see that you are sustaining your life. Don't be without her. She says, no, I don't want that also. So she's called Aparna, one without leaves. Lalita Yai Namaha. Devi is the one who is very, very playful. Lalita means the playful one. That is, she's whatever she needs to. When you read the Durga Saptashati, there are many, many places. Durga Saptashati is available on this Chinmaya Surya channel. It is available in the first Navaratri, 9 days. Durga Saptashati is available in English, and there is the previous 2021 Navaratri, 2020, yes, 21 Navaratri, 2022 Navaratri. It is available in Tamil, Durga Saptashati. So how playfully she wins over all the asuras. She just, as Saraswati, when this asura is saying, when this asura's a messenger is coming and telling, my boss is very powerful, my boss is very handsome, and you just come and surrender to my boss. He will take care of you and he will keep you like a queen. She says, I'm very sorry. She's a very thin, slim looking lady, very beautiful looking lady. That is why the boss wants her to come. She says, I'm very, very sorry. I cannot come because I have taken a vow by mistake. When I was a small kid, I didn't even think about it. But I took that vow. What is that vow? I will marry only a person who who is willing to conquer me in battle. That person has to come and have a battle with me, and he has to conquer me. Only then will I go to that person. And so this man is saying, "Oh, you are so stupid. You are a woman, and you are expecting him to come and conquer you. Even all the devas are afraid of this person, and you say you want him to come in battle. Aren't you afraid of your life or anything? You're talking to, I don't know. This is what I have decided. So you please go and tell him that if he is able to conquer me in battle, then I will come. I will readily come." And so he goes and says, and that man also comes and getting very angry, drag her by the hair and come. She says, unfortunately, I cannot come. You please call him. And then she wins him in battle. Very playfully, she wins him in the battlefield. So that is Lalitaye Namaha, the one who is very playful in in doing what she needs to do in our life, playful in handling our karmas, whatever difficulties we have. We think it is going to be very difficult and very unsurmountable. But for Devi, it is just a game that she plays, and she gets everything done for us. Whenever she wishes that we need to upgrade our life and grow higher and higher, we just have to worship Devi, and she handles all our problems in the most playful manner. We will see the next 36 names tomorrow. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukinaha, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। हर नमः पार्वती पतये, हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम।